Welcome back to Sweet Peas and Saffron. I'm Denise and I'm sharing easy meal prep recipes to give you your time back during the week. This week we are doing another 3-in-1 meal prep recipe. Basically, the concept behind this is that we're going to cook a big batch of protein and then use it up in 3 different meals. So this week we're going to make 1 big batch of chickpeas in the Instant Pot. Now, if you would prefer, you can just buy 3 cans of chickpeas and skip this step. With these chickpeas, we are going to make 4 batches of a lunch. So we're going to make a chickpea salad bento box. This is so easy and super tasty. We're also going to make a kale Caesar salad with garlic chickpea croutons. And our final recipe is a Instant Pot Chickpea Curry. So the curry is a freezer Instant Pot meal, meaning we can assemble all of our ingredients and pop it in the freezer to be cooked at a later date. And other than that, we're just going to jump in and get meal prepping. So all we're going to do to get our chickpeas cooking is to rinse them and pick through looking for any stones or any bad chickpeas. Pop them in the Instant Pot. And to the Instant Pot, we are going to add 6 to 7 cups of water. You just want to make sure that your chickpeas are covered by 1.5 to 2 inches of water. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 bay leaves. Now, we're going to cook these to be slightly al dente because we're going to use them in the different recipes through the week. So we're going to cook for 35 minutes. And then we're going to let the Instant Pot naturally release for about 20 more minutes before releasing the pressure. So in total, our chickpeas are going to take about an hour to cook, and then we're going to let them cool a little bit before we start portioning them out into our recipes. So while our chickpeas are cooking, we're going to focus on the components for our kale Caesar salad. So we're going to wash and shred our kale, and then I drain it, spin it twice, and we're just going to put the kale in a meal prep container with a piece of paper towel in the bottom, and that just absorbs any extra moisture that might come from washing our kale. So our kale is ready, and now we're going to work on our Greek yogurt Caesar salad dressing. So this part of the recipe is not vegan because it has anchovy paste, but I know you guys are super creative and you can find a substitution or find an alternative recipe to make this a vegetarian and vegan recipe. So to our jar, we are adding 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Now I'm using avocado mayo, 1 teaspoon of anchovy paste, 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and just a little bit of fresh ground pepper. So I'm going to give this a good stir up and pop it in the fridge until we are ready to serve. When our chickpeas are ready, we're just going to store them in a jar until we are ready to cook. And I will show you later in this video how we put this all together into a meal. Okay, we're going to now assemble the components for our Instant Pot Chickpea Curry. So like I said, I believe this would also work in a slow cooker, and it should also work on the stovetop. However, I haven't tested, so I don't have cook times for you guys. If you do try it in an alternative method, I would love it if you would leave a comment below so that we can all learn from your wisdom. Now, you guys know I avoid single-use plastics whenever I can. Normally, I would be assembling this chickpea curry in this 3-quart reusable container from IKEA, but we are going on a camping trip next week, and I am trying to make dinners as easy as possible, and that includes not trucking in any extra containers or having to do any extra washing. So I'm going to be using this freezer bag. It's a gallon size plastic freezer bag, and it is the one that actually says freezer on the box. Make sure you get the ones that say freezer on the box. So to my freezer bag, I'm adding 1 onion that I've chopped up, 2 cloves of minced garlic, about 1 inch of ginger, and I've just grated this on a box grater, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of curry powder. I'm just using a mild curry powder, so this curry is not actually spicy. 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala, 1.5 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 can of full-fat coconut milk, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 2 to 3 carrots, 10 baby potatoes. I'm just going to leave these whole because I find that when you freeze potatoes, If you cut them in half, they get like a really weird texture, but if you leave them whole, then they actually retain a better texture. And I'm going to set this aside until my chickpeas are ready, and I'm going to add them last. Our last recipe is our chickpea salad bento box. So for this recipe, I have these nifty little 3-compartment meal prep containers. And they are great for keeping our chickpea salad separate from other ingredients. You don't need this. You can just have a couple of different meal prep containers and that will work fine. So I'm going to start by dividing up the snack portion of the bento box. So I'm going to add some grapes, some celery sticks, and some carrot sticks. And I also have these super cute little mini naan breads. I'm not sure if you'll be able to find these at your grocery store. I found mine at the Real Canadian Superstore. If you find them, leave us a comment below where you found them so that other people can get them because they're so yummy. Okay, now that we have all the snack components portioned out in our bento boxes, we're going to work on our chickpea salad mix. So in our bowl, I'm adding a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 2 ribs of celery, which I've finely chopped up, and 1/4 cup of red onion, which I've finely chopped up as well. And when our chickpeas are ready, we're going to mash them up. I'm just using a little potato masher, and then stir them in with the rest of the ingredients. And we can portion those out into our bento boxes. Seal our bento boxes, and this is our lunch for the week. All right, guys, it's time to put together our kale Caesar salad with garlic chickpea croutons. So we're going to drain the liquid off from our chickpeas, and we're going to toss it up in some arrowroot starch. You can use all-purpose flour or cornstarch as an alternative. I'm also going to add in some garlic powder and salt. And I'm heating up a few tablespoons of oil in my frying pan. I'm going to add the chickpeas and fry them up for about 20 minutes until they're nice and golden. They're not going to get super crispy, but they get like the most amazing texture. It's really, really yummy. An alternative, if you're looking for super crispy chickpeas, I have 2 different crispy chickpea recipes on my site. I have an oven version and an air fryer version, so I will link you to those below. While our chickpeas are frying up, we're going to toss our kale in the Caesar salad dressing that we prepared earlier. And we're also going to toss it with a 1/4 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. So when you're ready to serve, just top your Caesar salad with your delicious garlic chickpea croutons and enjoy. So that's it for our kale Caesar salad with garlic chickpea croutons. So when you're ready to cook your Instant Pot curry, all you have to do is dump the bag or the container right into the Instant Pot, give it another stir up, and pressure cook for 5 minutes. After the Instant Pot has finished cooking, you let it naturally depressurize for 10 minutes before releasing the remaining pressure. Open the lid, stir in the juice of half a lemon, and add in some green beans, or you can add some frozen peas or your favorite frozen vegetable. Let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then you're ready to serve it up with rice. All right, guys, that's it for our chickpea 3-in-1 meal prep. I hope you guys enjoy these recipes. If you give any of them a try, don't forget to use #SweetPeasAndSaffron. I love seeing your recipe creations on social media. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video. I am showing you how to stock up your freezer with 5 vegan freezer meals. So check that video out.